Good evening. An ethics commission is still looking into last month's traffic stop involving County Councilman Paul Moss and the Allen County Sheriff's Department. Last week, we sat down with Councilman Moss to hear his side, but still no word from Sheriff Ken Freeze.
Moss said he called Freeze after he was pulled over on suspicion of drunk driving. Moss was hoping to speed up the process. Freeze was on vacation that early morning. One of his relatives was with him, and that relative talked to News Channel 15's Randy Spieth tonight. Randy?
Well, Sheriff Freeze's brother-in-law reached out to us and said the sheriff's side hasn't really been told. He saw our sit down with Councilman Paul Moss last week. Now he's ready to say what he's seen since that traffic stop.
I've known Kenny for about 16 years now.
Jeff Werling is Sheriff Ken Freeze's brother-in-law.
He's also one of the most straight police officers I've ever met. You know, it's either right or it's wrong. And if it's wrong, it needs to be dealt with.
Werling says he was on vacation with the sheriff when Freeze got the early morning call from Councilman Moss.
Kenny came down and unloaded that Councilman Moss had called him and relayed the whole incident about how he'd been pulled over on suspicion of an OWI. And Councilman Moss was not trying to get out of it. Councilman Moss was asking if there's anything that Kenny could do to speed the process up for him to take the official test down at the processing center.
Last week, Councilman Moss said he regretted making the call and restated that he was not asking for a favor. But the public has questioned that.
That could be construed as one, yes. I think the public perception is, though, that Councilman Moss was asking to be let off totally. You know, I may be involved in an OWI, can you get me out of it? And he did not want to be let out of it. He just wanted the process sped up so he could get his kids home.
Werling says he was not speaking on the sheriff's behalf, but thinks that Freeze could help clear things up by talking about the issue. If your brother-in-law did come out and say, I'll talk about it now, you think that would ease everyone's mind, at least to finally hear it from him?
It probably wouldn't hurt, no.
Now, we did reach out to Sheriff Ken Freeze this evening. He did not return our call. Neither Councilman Moss nor Sheriff Freeze was at the Ethics Commission's meeting back on Friday. The two have a month to write a response on allegations within 30 days. And a public hearing to review those letters will be held on Friday, September 7th.
Okay, Randy Spieth tonight. Thanks.